Good morning, Aquarius. I'm Jessica from Willow Vine's Intuitive Vibes, and I'm here to do your February reading. It's a spread that I came up with. I call it mirroring, and I figured I was going to move away from the general reads for the month because, Valentine's Day and whatever. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. During my meditation, I did hear no more what ifs. So I kind of get the sense that somebody is fed up. They're sick of waiting for whoever they're thinking about, and they want to move forward and be happy, even if that means leaving that person in the past. Um, so we'll see if that comes out. If not, that was for somebody. So let's get this party started. Oh, wait. Where did I put it? All right. So the central energy is your mutual energy. Okay. And I'm not ready for that, so I'm not taking it yet. It's your central energy, or what's bringing you guys together if you're not together, because this could be for an ex, someone new in your life. I don't really feel like it is somebody new. It could be, though, for some people. Or it could just be your current partner and you're kind of wondering what's going on in their head, kind of thing. Trying to cover all my bases in the love area. Can I get the mutual energy between Aquarius and Karma? That's some mutual energy right there. You could be dealing with a karmic situation, and I know like every relationship, whether it's friendship, even family members can be, karmic, I guess. There's a lesson in everything. And just because someone says it's a karmic relationship doesn't mean that you guys won't, get back together, or that it isn't somebody that you're going to spend the rest of your life with. That's not what that means. It just, I feel like something needs to be cleared up here, whether it's move away from it, or, um, um, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm like drawing a blank. It's almost like I don't know what to do. Maybe somebody's really confused about the situation, like torn. Like, should I stay and wait, or should I go? Should I just live my life? Um, yeah, and then we have the world at the bottom of the deck. This is moving on. Um, could be travel, or could be moving towards a new cycle, starting something over, but I don't really feel like it's starting something over. I think it's more like just moving forward, progressing. And it might even be just um, moving forward for yourself, like without this person. Um, yeah, and then we get the Eight of Cups, walking away. She's following the stars and the moon, and just she's following her faith, like her intuition. She knows what she needs to do. Um, huh, I never noticed this before, but there's a dolphin right there. Could be like friendly guidance, like maybe somebody's friends are helping them sort through all the clutter they have in their mind about the situation. Um, yeah, I'm going to keep that as a central energy because I didn't ask a question. So I feel like whether you guys this is somebody you know, and I kind of get the sense that for whoever I'm saying this for, this is an ex. Um, I feel like once you take care of yourself and move forward, if they're gonna return, that will be when they do. Because I feel like there's a lot of healing that needs to take place here. Like either you or them have been burned pretty bad. Like my heart breaks. Like my chest actually hurts right now. Um, it's a stressful situation. That's kind of what I'm getting. Like, there's a lot of stress here. And it has to do with emotional fulfillment. Like, this person probably, meant the world to you and, like, filled your cup up 10 plus times and then dumped them all out and you didn't know what to do. Um, so let's see what you, Aquarius, want to happen. I'm going to read it as if you're on this side and the person you're thinking about is on this side. But energies flip flop. So pick a side, basically. And just keep in mind it's a general reading, so it may not apply to it won't apply to everybody. And some of the scenarios might be for one and some for you. Like, just take what resonates. You'd have to have a personal reading in order for me to pick up on your exact energy. So what you want is the sun. I just heard I want it to work. But I also get the sense that you want to be happy. Like, you're sick of feeling the way that you're feeling. And this person really made you happy. At least, when you were together and whatnot. I feel this lighthearted, like playful energy, like almost like a best friend energy is what I'm picking up. So I feel like you guys could laugh and joke and, tickle fight, whatever, just goof off. And you really opened up to this individual and you want it back. But I think above all, you just want to be happy. And you might have to walk away from the situation in order to find your inner happiness with yourself. All right, so what does the person Aquarius is thinking about want from this situation? Okay, they either want to communicate, like friendly, just friends, I guess. That might be that playful energy that I was feeling. I mean, this can be the spying card. So, maybe you guys are watching each other on social media or this person's watching you or whichever side you're on. But, I mean, that very well could be it. But I get more of an immature energy over here. And not saying the person isn't mature, or that they're young or whatever. They might be, but they might be younger than you. But we have two, like, youthful energies here. So I kind of feel like you guys joke around when you were together, and you want that back. You miss that companionship. Then we have the Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So I don't want to. I kind of feel like this person over here is watching you, and it's almost like they get these cues from you when they can slide back into your life, and then they haul ass out again. I don't know if you're sending them intentionally, like setting things to public on, like, Facebook and Instagram. I don't know if your IG account is public or if you even have one, but just any social media platform. It's almost like they know when you're in a better place and they're like, oh, I miss you. And then they right back and you let them come back in because you want this happiness. But I think that you shouldn't let them back in if that's all that they're going to do, because they won't change their ways if you allow it. I'm not saying every Aquarius is dealing with a situation like this. Like I said, general. That's just what I'm picking up. So, let's see. What does Aquarius need to do to make what they want happen? So, what's the action for Aquarius? I don't feel that. What is the action needed for Aquarius? Seven of Pentacles. It could be weight. This is also putting in a lot of time, energy, and effort into something, and you're waiting for, all your hard work to pay off. I want one more for that because it's not really action oriented. Um, if the only action I would get from it would be hold back, wait, see what happens, wait, watch. Can I get one more for the Seven of Pentacles, please? Oh, okay. Well, I just saw the Fool earlier, and now we have the Six of Wands and the Empress. I feel like you need to move forward with a new beginning, like start fresh, take care of you, and it's going to make you feel better, and they're going to notice this, and they're going to feel that energy, and it's almost like stop waiting is what I get. Move on to find, like, take action in something that you care about, something that makes you happy, a hobby, hanging out with your friends, whatever, we all do different things, so that's what I feel with that. I feel like it's move on, new beginning. Because I feel like if you do, so many blessings are going to come your way. Like, she's abundant and fertile, and it's like the birth of a new idea, the birth of a new venture, a new relationship. um I mean, don't run out to the first person you see. Basically, you need to do the inner work, otherwise karma is just gonna keep sending lessons your way. I think you're sick of waiting, and you are toying with the idea to walk away, just to leave the situation, and it's stressing you out. You might be, losing sleep over this, having nightmares. It's just all the unknowns and all the what ifs. No more what ifs. Like, that is definitely the theme of this one. Um, and I feel for anyone who's at this point, because I have been here, and it is fucking hard. Like, moving on really isn't that difficult. The breakup initially, yeah, it kind of sucks, but it's the letting go that is the hardest part of the whole process. And I'll be honest, I'm finally in the final stages of that, just with my past relationship, and that was 2 years ago when he took off. Not going to get into that in this reading, but um, I just want you to know, whoever's dealing with this, I totally get it, but it is so worth it when you focus on you and you find your happiness. I'm telling you, I feel so blessed, and I've never felt like this before in my entire life. I got some stories, just let me say. All right. So what does this other person need to do? What action do they need to take towards Aquarius? Or, yeah, because it's about the connection. So, well, they have the Lovers. They need to make a damn decision is what they need to do. They need to figure out what they want and stop toying with you. I feel like, I'm sorry, I don't even have any water up here. Anyways, um, this person definitely has love for you. They just, it's like commitment, freedom. Like, you're like, should I stay? Should I wait? Should I go? And they're like, should I commit? Or should I, sow my wild oats kind of thing? Like, I don't think this person is ready for commitment. They need to do some self-exploration too. It's like, this is why I call this spread mirroring, because you both have similarities. Like, you're just handling it in different ways, basically. So You both have a decision to make, and you both need to work on yourself, just in different ways. I want one more on the lovers. What is this decision? My God. Ugh. What is this decision? The world. They need to move on. They need to do the same exact thing that you do. They need to move forward and self-reflect, like I said. Definitely need to self-reflect. They're not listening to their higher self. They're vibing in a low vibration. I feel like you're up, like, you vibrate a little higher than them, like, and I feel like the second you focus on you, your stability, whatever, your own happiness, you are just going to pick yourself up so much higher, and it might even raise their vibrations and get them, jumpstart them into, hey, I screwed up here. I need to work on myself. Why'd I do that? That's what I get from that. And then, excuse me, what is the obstacle for Aquarius? Four of Swords. Healing, taking a break, really thinking things through. Like, I mean, if you practice meditation, that is definitely something. I mean, even if you don't, it's worth a try if you're into that. I know it helps me. It's like, take a step back and reflect, and reflect, because you already know what you need to do, and I feel like you have one foot out the door. You're just like, if I leave and don't talk to this person, or don't let them in, are they going to ever come back? There's that fear there, but you have to trust and believe. And if you are stuck with all these negative emotions and negative thoughts all the time, like, and all this worry and stress and anxiety, it's so hard to see clearly. And that's why they're saying you need to take time out for yourself and really reflect. What makes you happy? Why are you drawn to this person? What is it about them? And do a pro and con list if you have to, like, all the good things about the relationship and what you want in a partnership, and then all the bad things that they did, or that you did, or that was toxic within the relationship, or the things you didn't like, even if it wasn't toxic. um, and then it will help you really see what you want and what you don't want, so that you stay away from what you don't want. And if you focus on the things you want, it's like the law of attraction, it's gonna come your way. It is so much easier to say that than it is to do it, and I realize this, but the universe is really calling for you to do some inner work, and it's only going to benefit you in the end. All right, what is the other person's obstacle? What do they need to overcome for this union to come back together? Oh. What does the other person need to do? What is their obstacle? There it is. Whew. Their obstacle is the Tower. Huh. Yeah, well, karma's coming in for them. I'm just going to say that right now. They have something going on. If this hasn't happened yet, it's coming. And it's going to be, well, it could be job related, or it could be a divorce. It could be, whoever they left you for, if that was the case, is going to leave them. Like, kind of karma, what they did to you is going to happen to them, kind of thing. And that could be their tower moment, because maybe they're all in their feels, and then, um, you know, a shit show happens and it ends for them. I want to know what this tower is. What is this tower moment for who Aquarius is dealing with? It could be a loss of a job. I don't know if I just said that with the Queen of Pentacles, but I mean, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Pentacles. This is being left out in the cold, lack, not having enough money. Maybe the person they ran to, they did it, out of greed for financial reasons, for support, because, they can't do it on their own or whatever. But I feel like their tower moment is going to be truth and clarity about not working on something anymore. Their tower moment might be when you say, sorry, you can't come over, go sleep in her bed because you're not coming back in mine, or his, whatever, because women can do this too. Yeah, I feel like their tower moment is you being self-focused, working on your coin and cutting this situation off. It's gonna make them really think and throw them for a head spin, a whirl, or whatever. And then they're gonna start feeling, might not happen right away, but they are gonna start feeling really bad about everything that they did, especially when they realize that you were the one person that they could always count on, and then you're not there anymore. That's gonna shatter somebody, and it's karma. What they did to you is gonna happen to them. Yeah, justice is under the Five of Pentacles, so yep, the scales are gonna be balanced. And then if Aquarius and this other person can overcome their obstacles, what is the outcome of this situation or relationship? Situationship. What is the possible outcome? Well, we have King of Cups. He is emotionally stable. He basically doesn't express himself that well, but he loves deeply, and he's very compassionate and caring. But he's got to come out of his shell. There's emotions that he hasn't expressed, and I kind of feel like if you guys can overcome this, he's going to come forward, or whoever is on this side is going to come forward and actually express the deep feelings that they have for you and the connection. But that's only if you guys can overcome your obstacles. Like, you need to stay self-focused, and I mean, they do too. They're going to have a lot of time to reflect on that. But I get one more on the King of Cups for the possible outcome. Oh. Yeah, he's going to be feeling pretty bad about coming in and out of your life, because he's going to want to rush back in the second he sees you, living it up, doing your own thing. And when he's like, oh, she's so strong and amazing, what have I done? He wants to rush in and tell you how he feels. But I feel like even though this is like a fire sign and this water sign, it could be the same person because we have multiple signs in our charts. But I almost feel like there's growth here. Like, he wants to get away from this. And by the time he comes back, you might say, nah. I mean, we do change our minds when we grow sometimes, so I feel like some of you would take this person back eventually, and others of you will walk away. Yeah, he'll come in with an apology. Oh my goodness. So, let's get some romance angels. Oh, I thought that was upside down. I was like, what? Did I get some love advice for Aquarius and whoever they're thinking about? The mutual energy between the two. I don't feel that one. Mutual energy. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. It's not saying that you guys will never come back together. Like I said in the beginning, a lot of self-work needs to be done, and you need to let them go. And I also explained how hard it is. That's like the hardest part of, losing somebody that you love, is the letting go. It's like they just linger in your thoughts and your dreams. And, you know, we tend to think about all the good memories and we push away the bad. I mean, you shouldn't dwell on the negative, but don't trick yourself into believing that there was never anything wrong in the situation. Like, if you only focus on all the times, all the good times you had, all the times he made you laugh or she made you laugh or what have you, you're going to get caught up in that, and then it's going to make you feel sad because you miss it, but you're not allowing yourself to think about maybe all the fights you had, or the time you jumped out of the car because you're like, fuck you, I'm walking, I don't want to deal with your ass no more. Like, and the cat and mouse games, what have you. I don't know where that came from, but so for Aquarius' side, what do they need to know? Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. That's why you need to stay self-focused. I'm not saying that this person doesn't care, but I feel like it's going to take this tower moment for them to realize their true feelings. So at this time, they're kind of in this player energy, like, I'm single. Yeah, I got these feelings, but I'm going to push them down, and I'm just going to, go to whoever I need to go to for comfort. I mean, maybe this person has had a traumatic past, or they fear commitment because they don't want to get hurt. Like, if you get too attached, you get hurt, and that's what you're feeling, it could be something like that. I mean, we have attachment issues, and you know issues with commitments and whatever for a bazillion reasons. It can go all the way back to childhood for some people, like maybe your father wasn't around, or like, there's a million one reasons, so I'm not going to list them all off, but I just feel like that person doesn't really know what they want right now. Can I get some advice for the person Aquarius is dealing with? New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Yes, they have somebody else right now. So while you're sitting over here pining for them, waiting for the connection to come back together, they're doing their own thing. And that's not fair to you. Let them live their life. You live your life. As difficult as it may seem right now for some of you, it's a blessing in disguise. It really, really is. Like, I don't know why I feel the need to say this, but it was like when my husband left me for his boss when he relocated to another state. I was driving down there every other weekend because that's all I could afford. Um, you know, just to be with him because I couldn't relocate until the summertime. And he took that opportunity to buy a secret phone and chit chat with his new whatever. And I mean, they're still together right now. And I'm going to tell you what, I have never loved a person as much as I love that man. And I still love him, but I love myself more. I don't deserve that. You don't deserve that. You know, it's like if you don't want to be committed, just fucking say so. Don't marry somebody and then fuck around. Like, sorry, that's my own. That's just me going off about that. But um, it. I'm not even kidding. I wouldn't even get out of bed for like 8 months. He left me while I was recovering from surgery, and I got laid off from work, and I didn't work that entire year. I had to move back in with my mom, with my kids, and I cried and drank and wallowed in my sorrows and didn't get out of bed. I mean, it was fucking hard. It was one of the hardest things I've ever gone through. But now the place that I'm at is so beautiful, and I can't even express how thankful I am that he hurt me like that. I know that sounds messed up, but I wouldn't be where I am right now, and I wouldn't feel the way I feel, and I wouldn't be sitting here doing these readings for you with this confidence and courage to express even my own stories. Because it took me a lot to even upload my first video. I'm like, I was so nervous, and I was only nervous because of, you know, haters, and haters gonna hate kind of thing. But I don't give a shit now. So if you don't like me, leave, basically. So I don't know. I just want to share that with you because I feel like maybe some of you are, you know, in that period. But I feel like most of you are to your point where you're like, I can't stand the wait anymore. I can't wait. So you're at the point of, you know, one foot out the door. You just gotta pick up your other foot and head out. Um, and that's great. So if you guys are at that point, I encourage you to move on for yourself, find your happiness, and, you know, let go so that the universe can either bring somebody new who appreciates you into your life or, you know, teaches this person a lesson so that they smarten up and they come back a changed person. You don't want to deal with the same crap over and over and over. Um, and then I'm doing something different. I start, I wrote down just some things on cards and stuff, and I figured I would try it out, see if it related to anybody. So I this might not make it easy for everyone to walk away, but I asked what the person Aquarius is thinking about would tell them or tell you if they were brave enough to open their mouth. And I got, please help, I'm thinking about you, and I'm sorry. So maybe the tower moment has happened for somebody already, and they're caught up in their head, and you're about ready to walk away. And then I also got, the truth is, you need to be honest with yourself and move away from this situation. So I really feel like you need to let them do their thing, regardless of how much they think about you and how sorry they are. Let them feel what you felt and do you. Um, so yeah, I really hope that this resonated with somebody, and I feel that it will. Um, and I wish you guys all the best of luck and all the blessings in the world. I seriously do. This is so hard to get through. It really is. Um, but with that said, if you would like a personal reading, my email is in the description box below. Thank you to anyone who has already purchased a personal reading. Um, I'll email information if anybody, you know, is interested in that. And, you know, like, share, comment, subscribe. The more you interact with me, the better the odds of me picking up on your energy, because that's kind of where I direct my energy. But I mean, I can't control what, what spirit tells me to say or what I see, because, um, yeah, that would just be me talking out my ass if that was the case. But anyways, I hope you guys have a great day, and happy Valentine's Day. I know it's right around the corner. And I also want to say with that, because not having anybody on the day of love can be rough for some people. Just if you're one of those people who struggles with that, um, just remember, this is why I tell myself, and this is how I felt forever. I think Valentine's Day is a Hallmark holiday. If you truly love somebody, you should be, showing it on more than just one day. I understand that it's like a day that is all encompassing where everyone's kind of on the same page, and I get that, but don't don't let the hype get you sad. Do something for you. Go get a bottle of champagne and your favorite movie or book or whatever, and have a drink. And I'm not promoting drinking, but if you do that, do that. Um, or go out to eat with with yourself or a friend or whatever. It doesn't have to be a romantic thing. But anyways, I hope you guys have a blessed day. I'll shut up now because I'll talk forever if I don't. So, yes, talk to you soon. Bye.